Turn it up.
And hopefully the brain attached to the mouth, right? The brain, more important than the mouth is the brain. The brain is much more important.
He is the brain, and I am the mouth.
Tonight, we renew our resolve that America will never be a socialist country.
Oh, but we are. We are. Yes, we are, ladies and gentlemen. We're totally a socialist country now. Totally. What's up? How's it going tonight? It's going all right with me. You feeling all right? Feeling good? Well, you know what to do. Let's do this. Like, subscribe. You know what to do. Let's do it. Like, Sean, you some evil.
Turn it up.
You some evil mofo. What? He said mofo. What's happening? Hold on, let me turn this AC off. Oh, now, there we are. How are you? How are you? You know, Papa Mac, what is up? Shelley Green, man. Frederick Newcomb, a lot of people in here haven't seen him out. Drew Lee, what's up? Frederick Newcomb, Linda Hippo, Cynthia Albertson, what is going on? Hey, you know what? I work all day, and I try to get stuff done with mountaintop alternatives and spasm free, and I prepare for the show. But it's like I'm sitting down at the dinner table with my family when I come here. So thank you. Joe Falk, my man. Trail Riding Bandits, top of the evening to you. Yeah, so it is it's cool that we, hang out like that. So have you been watching Israel? Those who love the Lord eagerly wait for his return. And we watch Israel because Israel is the signpost. I don't really get it. I mean, all the conservatives, they continuously talk like that, but they don't watch Israel. They definitely aren't watching Israel right now, because if they were watching Israel right now, they may come out with a lot different scenario than what they've been taught. Hey, go to getspasmfree.com if you suffer with leg cramps at night, if you suffer with restless leg syndrome, neuropathy, man, you wouldn't believe some of the stuff that we are taking care of this. I'm not a doctor. I'm not giving you a cure or diagnosing anything, but we do have a management system to where you can manage the pain differently than normal and make things tolerable. Sometimes get them, you can go 5-6 hours without a Charlie horse at night. Me, I would have like 5, 6, 7 Charlie horses at night. It sucked. Anyway, Discover Oxygen. Spasm Free is the name of our product, and we are dedicated to helping people with pain, a different kind of pain management, better than CBD. Let me tell you, better than CBD. And you can try it free if you don't trust me or whatever. But this is not a sponsor. This is us. We did this. Mountaintop Alternatives. And everyone at the War Drummer, the Deacon, we all worked on this, so thank you to everybody. But anyway, we're going to be talking about this a little more. But anyway, go to getspasmfree.com and check it out. You suffer with restless leg syndrome, muscle spasms, neuropathy, pain, prostate swelling. You have problems going peeing at night? Well, we can take care of it. Joint pain, hand cramps, tight neck, leg and foot cramps, virus-related outbreaks, tinnitus, sugar spikes, tension headaches, and so much more. And you got to follow the instructions if you want it to work like that. So make sure you do. Control your pain. Feeling kind of old lately? Take control. Bring you back. Say no to pain and say yes to you. My people, how are you? Cynthia Albertson, how you feeling? Trevor Lindsay. There's my bosom buddy right there. Trevor Lindsay, my Canadian bosom buddy. What's happening? So, the Israelis, Israel, the Bible talks about those who say they are Jews but are not, but are of the synagogue of Satan. What does that mean? And I thought of something really crazy. Absolutely crazy today. And, we talk about the New Jerusalem coming down. It's that cube coming down, right? Oh, thank you, Papa. Papa Mac said just chipped in $25 on PayPal. Thank you. Yeah, folks, if you don't suffer with leg cramps, or if you feel moved by the Lord to support this show, please consider giving on PayPal. If a mod could put the PayPal link in, that would be awesome. We live on your donations and your purchase of Spasm Free. So technically, we want to sell 2 more of the best deal combo packs. So we want to sell 2 of those tonight. So if you're out there and you are suffering with pain, that's the goal for you is to get out of pain, and we want to do that tonight. Anyway, these who say they are Jews but are not. A Jew, I'm not going to take either side because you've been tricked, ladies and gentlemen. Jacob, Esau, Israel, these guys are rotten dudes. Everybody's rotten. I'm not saying there's any, but we're talking about a nation of people on which God will demonstrate his grace. That he will put up with these stiff-necked people. That's what the Bible says about them. What's up, trail riding bandits? So Biden's going to find himself in a real difficult situation real soon. You think about it. They know this the party of tolerance. Blue dog Democrats. These traditional Democrats who support Israel, the state, the nation state of Israel, Zionism. So then there is the new Democrat Party of tolerance, who can't handle this. No way. Israel's the aggressor, they say. So he's when you see Israel, when you see America turn on Israel, you better run to the hills. You better, because it is here. It is. So, Linda Poor, how are you? How is Spasm Free working for you, Linda Poor? How is it working? I hope it's working for you. I hope I can't remember if you got instructions, my new set of instructions. So I hope you did, and I hope you're following them. Anyway, so can you see? Do you remember how Trump said that TikTok was a national security threat? Linda Poor said, Sean, I got my spasm free today. Good. Have you had any yet? I tell you. Yeah, thank you for putting that PayPal link in there, Cynthia. Folks, if you would please consider supporting us on PayPal, or you can buy a spasm free. We want you to be pain free, and you could do it drug free. So, Linda Hipple, I think you tried it once, didn't you? How is it working for you? So the Bible says that the world will come against Israel, right? Well, how is that going to happen? I'm convinced TikTok is part of all that. Like, TikTok is for the world to see everything. TikTok is that. And TikTok is a severe national threat. And I would advise you not to be afraid of it, like supernatural, like a superstition, because Trump said not to look at it. I would not stay away from it for that reason, because you want to know what the enemy's doing, and that is their propaganda machine. You know, you want to know what Russia and China are doing? Watch TikTok. If you know how to watch it, you can watch it. Whatever you stay on the longest, you're going to see more of that stuff. If you stay on TNA bikini stuff long, that's what you're going to see. If you stay on conspiratorial stuff, if that's what you watch, that's the stuff you'll see. You know, me, I've been laughing a lot at things, so I see comedy. You know, but don't be afraid of it out of superstition. You know, that's not good. Oh, Linda, thank you. Thank you, Papa. Damon Head, you know, you guys complain about shipping. Damon Head's in the UK. He spent like $30 on shipping to get spasm free. We suggest, you know, we believe the powder is very important. The powder is important. The capsules, that's your maintenance tool, unless you can't handle the taste. But you want to take the powder, you want to use it in hot water, hot as you can handle it, because that will mask the taste. You know, I keep trying. Marty, you're so funny. Oh my goodness, that's so funny. So, you know, I've tried to change the taste. I've tried that, but everything you add to it, it just makes it more, and we don't want to make it more because it's very specific what it does. And 7 molecules of oxygen. And if the phone line is open, but I only want people that have tried spasm free, and even if you don't like it, if it doesn't work for you, call me, tell us. 833-927-3786. I'm going to leave it open all night. 833-927-3786. So if you have used spasm free and you want to talk to us about it, I would love to hear what some of your experiences are if you haven't called in before. So please please. And if you don't normally chat and call, please, and you've taken spasm free, do it. Please call. Yeah. Let me see. So it says the world is going to surround Israel. You can see it now. You can see how Trump's he set up that treaty where they said that they were going to have peace, and then Biden came in and broke the treaty. And I really believe that if you look at the beast in the book of Revelation as Satan himself, you're going to mistake it. You're not going to see what it is. It just means he's a man. It doesn't mean that he is Satan. Happy Cat, still doing good. Good. The word Antichrist is nowhere in the book of Revelation. Nowhere. It's just a man. The beast is a man. That's it. Yes, he's controlled by the power of Satan, or by the energon, or energy of Satan. Well, so is every non-believer. So is every politician who is not a believer. This is just the facts. Linda Poor, when they shall say peace and safety, oh yes, see, you gotta have everybody coming against Israel. And what's going to happen? It says that his foot is going to touch down on the Mount of Olives. And it's going to crack in half. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, if you have taken spasm-free call, 833-927-3786. That's 833-WAR-DRUM, 833-927-3786. And yeah. So I want to talk about the weather too. We need to talk about these things. But before we go on to the weather, spasm free, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be talking about glycine, which is in this. We're going to be talking about Monsanto, weed killers that are out there. You know what they're called, and what they're doing to us. Yeah, take the red pill. Yeah, infomercials. Yeah, it's for my own product. And we just don't have time for that. Look at that. Message deleted. Hidden. Infomercials? Yeah, stupid ass. Spasm free. If you suffer with leg cramps, if you have restless leg syndrome and neuropathy, type 2 diabetes, I'm telling you, sugar spikes, nothing like it on the face of the earth, and we developed this. This is not a sponsor. This is our product. So, if you look at Revelation 16, verse 8, right? Linda Poor said, can I take my 3 cups with milk, or does it have to be water? Linda Poor, I can only imagine how gross that would be. I mean, I know. I mean, it's up to try it whatever you want. You could try whatever you want. I mean, it really is a harmless. Nothing's going to happen to you. Yeah, you could take it with anything you want. It's good to get water in you, though. So, Revelation 16:8. Check this out. I want you to realize something, because do you realize that Lake Charles, remember the part of Louisiana where the hurricane hit? They got 12 inches of rain yesterday. Baton Rouge is flooded. Yeah, Trevor Lindsay, he's a fool. Fool and not welcome. Not welcome. Just take the red pill. They have socialism all over them. They expect everything for free. Just yeah, don't have time for that crap. The red pill. Take the red pill. Yeah. Go ahead, take it. Yeah, capsules, no taste. Yo, I see what you're saying, Linda. Yeah, you can take that with milk. Yeah. Oh, I see 3 capsules with milk. Yeah, you can take it with milk. I would suggest you not drink milk at all, but you can take it with soda. You can take whatever you want. I mean, you're going to burp more with soda. But if you drink milk, you should stop drinking milk. I will just tell you that. Yeah, a lot of rain, Cynthia Albertson. But listen to this. Okay, so in Revelation 16:8, it says, the 4th angel, remember we've been studying this, we've looked at this. The 4th angel poured out his bowl upon the sun, and it was given to it to scorch men with fire. Men were scorched with fierce heat. Hold on, let me make it smaller so I can see it better. Men were scorched with fierce heat, and they blasphemed the name of God, who has the power over these plagues. And they did not repent as to give him glory, meaning recognize him for doing it. Then the 5th angel poured out his bowl on the throne of the beast. On America, is what I believe. On the throne where he dwells. Maybe. Oh, but it's the Pope. Whatever, think whatever you think. No one knows for sure. I'm telling you, no one knows. And if you think you know for sure, you don't understand. The 6th angel poured out his bowl on the great river, the Euphrates, and its water was dried up so that the way would be prepared for the kings from the east. They're going to go up it like a highway. But you have to remember, John, he lives in a desert climate. He lives in a place where the sun is always scorching. He lives in a place where water is not, it's like a luxury. It's not, it's desert climate. Green grass and all this stuff. This is an oasis. This is what they mean when they talk about cedars next to a river and all that. This is an oasis. So he is talking about the extremes of his area, right? And if we were going to look at the spirit of the letter, not the spirit, not the letter, we say, okay, that's the surface, the text where it talks about these extremes that are going to hurt people. Well, I can also say, if I look at it, I can say that what this is meaning that in somewhere like Louisiana, it's swampy, we're not going to get scorching heat. We're going to get floods. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that what we're seeing is the extreme of the area that John lived in. And it would be the extreme of California would be earthquakes and fires. The extreme of Louisiana would be flooding and hurricanes. Texas, flooding and hurricanes, fires. Florida, flooding and hurricanes. Tornadoes up through the middle of the country. That these would be happening with a greater frequency, of which the Weather Channel and Al Gore all say are climate change. That is this verse. They did not repent as to give him glory. Right? The men were scorched with fierce. The 4th angel poured out his bowl upon the sun, and it was given to it to scorch men with fire. Men were scorched with fierce heat, and they blasphemed the name of God, meaning they took credit for it, not him, didn't give him credit. They said that they were responsible for it, that man created this. This is present day, ladies and gentlemen. They blaspheme God of heaven because their pains and their sores, and that they did not repent of their deeds. It says that they did not repent as to give him glory or recognition for the one doing it. So apocalyptic literature, imagery, weather extreme with the denial that God is doing it. How in the world could John fathom anything other than God doing it? Think about this. So like he's saying that they blaspheme God as to not give him credit, meaning that they took the credit for the storms. They took the credit. So to him, that would be like saying that Zeus did it or somebody else did it. But how in the world? He's not even saying that. He's not talking about a little g. He's talking about men taking the credit for storms. How in the world would John, think about this for a minute. He can't even fathom weather control technology. He can't fathom climate change. He is not thinking of that at all. And he's saying here that in this day and time, when that comes, that these people will claim that they are causing all of the judgments that God is delving out, and not giving him credit for it. That's right now. Are we in the tribulation, John? Listen, you wanna like make the tribulation 7 years. I don't see it as 7 years. I see it as 7,000 years. And we're at the end of it. That 2,000 years ago, the disciples said we were at the end. At the end of 10,000 years, at the end of 7,000 years. We're at the end of it. So is it the last 7 years? I don't know. I don't think it matters. I think we're at the end. I don't think that there's, as I told you, I don't think that there is a rapture like you think there's a rapture. That it's actually a lot different than you think. There is a rapture, but it ain't like you think. It definitely ain't like the books Left Behind series. Happy Cat says, sometimes I still ask, is this it? I feel guilty. Why do you don't feel guilty? Don't feel guilty, darling. Don't feel guilty at all. Ask him. Ask him. It's okay. It's okay to question God. That just proves you believe in him. I mean, I got lots of questions. Like, why does he contradict himself so much? He does. The Bible contradicts itself. Stop denying it. You have to learn to look at it the right way. When you do, it doesn't, but it does to the world. Don't deny it. The Bible's not a science book. It's not a history book. The moment you make it that, you lose. We are told to look at the spirit of the letter, not the letter. The spirit is the ideas and the person behind the words. Yeah, Happy Cat. You can't be you when you're feeling guilty. And the Lord wants you. And he doesn't want you to feel guilty at all. At all. Is that just like the coolest thing? The coolest thing. So I wrote a blog post today. I'd like to read it to you. And yeah, it's about spasm free. Everything is. That's what I do. We've developed it for this reason. For this show, to support this show, to to do everything we want to do. This is how we have to do it. Deb C says, no matter what happens on this earth, I'm sticking with Jesus and his word and the hem of his garment with all I've got. Hanging on. Yeah, that's it. That's all you've got. It's all you got. All you got. The Glycine conspiracy. When a chemist makes a chemical to be sprayed on the material used for human consumption, what do you think goes through his or her head? How do you think they sleep at night? If you answered troubled, I actually think you'd be wrong. I think they sleep just fine, dreaming of their next trip to the bank. Research into solving the problem of nocturnal leg cramps and restless leg syndrome has left me perplexed and now 100% convinced there is a concerted effort to keep basic health truths and simple health truths from us, with what I've come to call the Glycine conspiracy. Folks, if you have bought Spasm Free and you are currently using it, give me a call, because I need your testimony so that people will take this serious. I told you we want to sell 2 or 3 of those best deals. Best deals. In fact, let me get that a link in there for you, because you need this. Right here. Click right there. And it'll bring you to the main shop, but you want to click on that the first one that looks like this. No, not that. Looks like this right here. Looks like that. It's the first one when you click on that link. $44.97, and it's on sale big time. You can get samples if you want, but what I'm telling you is you need both. This is the real starter pack. The real starter pack, because you buy the separate ones, the individual ones later. You need both. You need the powder and the capsules to get the benefit right away. See what's going on here. Yeah, let me read this to you. I think you might dig it. I was reading a little bit. I wanted to stop. I apologize. Paying attention. Research into solving the problem of nocturnal leg cramps and restless leg syndrome has left me perplexed and now 100% convinced there is a concerted effort or conspiracy to keep basic health truths from us, with what I've come to call the Glycine conspiracy. When you find out what glycine is, you will be left asking the same question I asked. Where has it been this entire time? Has it been kept casually hidden? Well, we're about to find out. Glycine. What is it? What does it do? And what has happened to it? Deb C says she said, I get calf and ankle cramps so hard my feet literally twist at my ankle, and my feet as though my ankles will break. Deb C, you gotta get this. I'm telling you. Ask Happy Cat. Ask Linda, I'm telling you. Linda Poor says, Sean, do I take Spasm Free only once a day, or does it always need to be. Listen, you can take it as often as you want, but if you want to make it through the night with no leg cramps, if you want to be able to go to bed with no Charlie horses, Debsy, if you want to go to bed without that, you want to go to that link and purchase. I'm telling you, if you even let if you mix it in hot water, it's that link right there. It'll help you. But Linda Poor, you can take it. The way I do it is I take the powder once in the morning and once at night, and I take the capsules like once every 2 hours, one every 2 hours. It's set up. There's 90 plus pills in there there's a 30-day supplies of 3 a day. There's 31 or 30 teaspoons in there, which means there's one in there for every day of the month, unless you do it twice a day, which I do. So it'll last 15 days. Deb C., we worked so long on this, and people are having such, you would not believe this, Debsy. I had a Charlie horse in my leg, and I was screaming, hobbling to the kitchen, trying to make this drink. And as I drank it, it went away as I drank it. Ibot said glycine is found in abundance in meats, fish, and other sources of protein. Yeah, but what Ibot isn't considering, though, is that Roundup is in everything. So glyphosate is in everything, too. Ibot, everything that eats anything else, in fact, let me keep reading. Check this out. Glycine, what is it? Glycine is an amino acid that your body uses to create proteins, which it needs for the growth and maintenance of tissue and for making important substances such as hormones and enzymes. And Ibot, this is the problem right here. Ibot, I just love how these people, they say, Ibot, I'm going to explain it right here. Ibot says, can you explain why we should purchase your product if it's readily available in everyday meals? Because of Roundup. Because of something called glyphosate. That is in every bit of our food. It's permeated everything. So glycine it's in everything, but it's in your body too. And glyphosate, a chemical used in Roundup weed killer, actually stops the body from producing an amino acid called glycine. There you go. And this is information that comes from an MIT research, senior research professor. Her name is Stephanie Seneff, and I've reached out to her. Hopefully she will reach back. Deb C., my muscle spasm, I literally it points my foot straight, and I literally have to put all of my weight on my foot to get the cramp out. I get 6 and 7 of them at night. Along with my restless legs, my legs feel like popcorn, and is going off in them. So listen, I'm not going to argue with anybody over this. I don't want to sound cruel, but you can suffer. Just, if you don't believe me, suffer. I suffered with this bad. And for 20 years, I searched and searched and searched and tried everything until I finally found something. And your body is glycine deficient. Your body, if you are eating anything that is not organic, you are in trouble. Listen to this. So what does glycine do? Glycine is an amino acid that your body uses to create proteins, which it needs for the growth and maintenance of tissue and for making important substances such as hormones and enzymes. Your body needs glycine to function, which segues perfectly into what happened to glycine. How has something so vital remained so unknown? It's like, it ain't unknown to me. Yeah, it's not unknown to you, but everyone else it is. So who cares about everybody else, right? You know about it, so who cares? How has something so vital remained so unknown? Well, here enters Monsanto. Monsanto, through my dad, paid for everything growing up. My dad worked at Monsanto. And he retired there. When he retired, they paid him and some other cats to go ahead and retire early to let the new blood come in. When all was said and done, a little over 30 years ago, he retired with $1 million. You're not going to do that anymore, Nenny. That was the end, the last generation of the American dream. Senior research scientist at MIT, Stephanie Seneff, gave an incredible presentation entitled Glyphosate Pretending to be Glycine, Devastating Consequences. Devastating consequences. About halfway through, she gives a list of the consequences, the list of the consequences of glyphosate. And they are familiar, very familiar. Some predicted consequences of having glyphosate on everything and in everything. Neurological disease, autoimmune disease, chronic fatigue syndrome, impaired collagen, osteoarthritis, fatty liver disease, obesity, and adrenal insufficiency, impaired iron homeostasis and kidney failure, insulin resistance and diabetes, cancer, every single thing that I just mentioned, not to mention leg cramps, not to mention nocturnal leg cramps, not to mention restless leg syndrome, not to mention neuropathy. Debsy, this is your answer. The name of the researcher is you can find this anywhere actually. If you look up here, I'll put this title. You can here actually. All right, here I'll give you the link. You can look at this for yourself. Did you get the jab? Did you get the jab? Glyphosate, pretending to be glycine. Roundup is sprayed in everything. Seeds are copyrighted, trademarked. Yeah. Yeah. Like GMO Roundup ready corn, soy, canola, sugar beets, cotton, tobacco, alfalfa. In 1990, less than 10% were less than 10% of the acreage in America was treated with Roundup. In by the year 2010, just under 90%. Over almost 90% of all acreage in America for corn, cotton, and soy were treated with glyphosate in Roundup. It's in everything. It's in everything. Why do you think chickens get cancer? Deb C. So the Here, let me put up this picture really quick. Let me find this. So, I bought the main thing is not just the glycine. The glycine is one thing, but really it's also the oxygen. There's 7 molecules of oxygen. So Deb C. So right here, you want these right here. This is the system, the management system. You've got the capsules and the powder. You can try it for free where you can get little samples of it. It's like there's a few teaspoons of it. It's like $7. It's almost like $14. You're paying shipping and handling. We got to charge for that. But this right here, this is a month's supply. You're going to sleep without those leg cramps, Debsy. Yeah. There are reviews on the site. You can also go look at those. Yeah, Linda Hipple, it's in most animal feeds. The feeds, they're in the animals. We eat the animals. See, Ibot talks about the meat, that you can get your glycine in meat. Well, the meat has been eaten. The meat has eaten, as animals, eaten grains and feeds with it in it. So it's in everything. So here you go. Check this out. So I get it. You're not into it. We get that you disagree. So there's no need to be here anymore. So why stay here and try to disprove everything I'm saying? So we'll see you later. You can go do some other show somewhere. I mean, it's just, like, why? And who is this?
Hey, Sean, it's Happy Cat.
Hey, what's up?
Well, you said to call in. I don't know how many days I've been taking this stuff, but not only am I better physically, but I'm better spiritually because I'm not consumed with pain and all the fears that go along with that and stuff. Yeah, it's been really good for me. Really good for me.
Happy Cat, I used to go to bed in fear of what was going to happen. Like I knew how bad the Charlie horses were going to be, and I would literally go to bed in fear.
Horrible.
I would
it's
go.
An awful way to live.
I would. Deb, see, you go get it, girl, get it. So I get them in my chest even, and it feels like a heart attack, but it's not. It's horrible.
I mean, what does anybody have to lose? However much it is, $40-$50, and just try it and see. If it releases you to me, it really has released me from so much anguish.
Yeah, it is such. I mean, it is almost like a miracle, isn't it?
Yes.
I mean, it's
true.
It's almost unbelievable. It really is almost unbelievable. I think that first, let me go back and say, like Ibot, the fact of what the medical industry has done to us over the last 2 years to even believe anything the medical industry tells us right now is a joke. A joke.
Absolutely.
Do you know? In fact, Happy Cat, check this out. I mentioned it last night, I think, but when the Book of Revelation is talking about the whore of Babylon, it says that she deceived the nations with her sorcery, and the word is pharmakia. With her pharmacy, she deceived the nations with her with her big pharmacy. I mean.
Well, and how many over these last years have we heard about big pharma, big pharma?
Don't say
And
the
it hasn't, for me, it hasn't.
don't say the V
Go ahead.
word. Don't say the V word.
Oh, I'm sorry. The
No,
big
no.
V.
Oh yeah, just don't say the V word. That's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, because I don't want to have to go and
It has
find it.
come into focus. It has come into focus as I've been reading the Word.
Yeah.
But that they're killing us. They're killing us.
So check it out. Well, I don't think that they are saying like. I don't think that they are doing it on purpose like that. I think that they have other agendas, and the result is our death. It's like
Maybe so.
like if you've got workers. I mean, I know that they want the population control down there. Yes, we're definitely not gonna argue about that. That's a reality. So that in that sense, yeah, they want to kill us. But these other people, like the fact, like when they make stuff like Roundup, they're doing it for money.
Right.
The sin that's going to destroy the world is going to be from the love of money. The root of all evil, the love of money. It's when it finally comes. It's like these states that are offering the lottery for these to draw if you get the jab. You see these, right? I mean,
right.
Is it so blatant that you're not going to trust God to provide for you? You're not going to trust God to take care of you. You're going to believe a lie, and you're going to do it for a lottery.
Well,
I mean,
not me. Not me.
Yeah.
Not me and not mine.
Yeah, it's like my wife. We were talking about this today. She's like, it's almost like. It's almost like how would you say because of the words aren't there that you got to deny Christ. Like you got to deny Christ. You're going to deny when you take the mark that you're denying Christ. You're denying Christ. You're denying His power. You're denying His. You see what I'm saying? So you are denying Him by taking that. You're denying the truth. What Jesus said, "I am the way, the truth." He said that He is the truth, and that if we trust the media and believe something that's not true, and we go with what they say, we are completely denying the truth, which means we are denying Christ.
Wow. It's overwhelming with how many things are coming at us.
It is.
Honestly, to me, it's overwhelming. The best I can do is one day at a time, checking in.
So it's nice to get a little relief from the pain. I'm sure.
Yes.
Let me ask you: is your head clearer because the oxygen does that too?
Yep. You know what? There was something that I went through. This is going to sound crazy. 53 years ago, something that I went through. Because I was locked up in a mental institution as a teenager.
Mm-hmm.
And they did experiments on us, okay? And there was some stuff that was locked up in my brain for 53 years that I could not get to.
Mm.
And in the last week, I've understood it. And my brain feels lighter. I don't know if it has to do with spasm-free, but the rest of me feels good.
Listen, your brain is a muscle. Your brain is a muscle. Your lungs are muscles. Your intestines are muscles. These are involuntary muscles. They are working to keep you alive. The body needs oxygen.
Yes. Well, I keep thinking that. I keep going back to that. We need oxygen. We need oxygen. And it was tough the first couple of days because it makes you go potty. And that was tough. But now everything's good.
So it's one way you get your body's adjusted to it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Try it. What do you got to lose? I mean, if you try it and you don't like it, then you don't like it. But if you try it and you get results, you'll know you got results.
So do you drink it hot or cold? Because cold, it's gross.
Hot.
Yeah.
I have a Keurig, so I make the water hot as whatever the Keurig makes it. I put it in there and I make it hot as whatever the Keurig makes it. And I've cut down on salt and I started using sugar because I can't remember who it was that said about white sugar. So I started using honey instead of white sugar. But yeah, my life is better. Honestly, my life is better. And is it coincidental that it started getting better when I started taking that stuff?
You know,
Because I have suffered for years.
so what it is pain creates character distortion. Have you ever thought of that? That you have not been yourself because of pain?
No.
Yeah. I mean, think about it. It's like if you could remove the stress out of your life, how different you would act.
Yes.
Stress is a form of pain.
Hmm.
So
I've had pain almost constantly for years. And you know what? I lived in a poor, I was going to cuss, whoops, a poor place because it's what I could afford. And the chick used to come and spray for pestilence continuously. And that is when I started getting really sick.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Like I said, Monsanto or Bear now, it's only like 4 blocks down the road from me.
Mm.
There were times that I remember being in third grade and having to go inside from recess because there was an ammonia leak.
Oh my goodness.
And I saw it coming across the field, and we had to go inside.
Ugh.
The alarm sounded, and we had to go inside.
And we just live with it. We were just like good soldiers, and we just live with it.
Yep. Yep.
So, anyways, Thank you, Sean. I just wanted to call and just tell you thank you.
Hey,
my life is better. My life is better.
I can't tell you that it's just it's such a wonderful thing when you find out that you created something that's given people relief. So that's awesome.
Thank you very much.
So let me ask you about some other things. What about your ears? Do your ears ring?
No, not anymore.
Did they ring before you took Spasm Free?
Well, it's interesting, and this is going to sound goofy. Every person in my family, we were sitting around like a fire pit the other night, all my people, and every single person has heard ringing in their right ear. And my son-in-law said, yeah, it sounds like those tests they give you for hearing.
Yeah.
So that's fine. I don't know, whatever that is. That's probably not the same thing as tinnitus.
Well, that is. Yeah, it is. It's just nerve damage in your ears, and your muscles pull on your nerves. So just keep an eye out. There'll be days when you may not notice your ringing because it's less than it normally is. That has been happening. For me, I hear better. You know.
Well, I put buds in all the time, so that's not a good thing for my ears. But yeah. I'll have to say the major thing that has happened to me is something from years ago. I told you 53 years ago.
That is amazing.
Something that was suppressed has come to fruition, and I realized that was never my secret. That was that person's secret.
Wow.
And my brain just was like set free. It's like amazing. And I don't know if I think it's because of taking that stuff. My brain's working better.
All the studies show that oxygen and glycine, glycinate, magnesium glycinate, help brain fog.
It's amazing.
And when fog is removed, you see clearly.
Yep.
So, awesome.
Thank you, Sean.
You're welcome.
So, I'm going to go, but thank you very much for what you're doing.
You're welcome. Hey, bless you, sister.
All right. Bless you too.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
That's a big deal. I mean, if you there's only one thing stopping you, and that's you. Keith Morgan, or Keith Stone, you chose the option for door delivery, and you're in let's see, You are in Michigan, so I don't think I can deliver it to your door. So, so back to the blog really quick. So I read all the things that are predicted consequences of this glyphosate, and this glyphosate is in everything. It's in our food. It's in even cotton, in the clothes we wear. It's on our skin. Neurological diseases, autoimmune diseases, chronic fatigue syndrome, impaired collagen, osteoarthritis, fatty liver diseases, obesity and adrenal insufficiency, impaired iron homeostasis and kidney failure, insulin resistance and diabetes, cancer. Everything that we're dealing with, right? I mean, it's right there. Every single thing that we deal with. So what has happened to glycine? Well, bottom line, it's MIA. It's depleted. Your body thinks that a chemical spread on the plants our food eats has made its way into everything. So where'd it go? It has found its way into our product. Glycine has found its way into our product. And magnesium glycinate is the glycine of magnesium. Magnesium glycinate is the glycine of magnesium. Badass, isn't it? And you'll be blown away. You'll be like, you won't be able to believe. I still can't believe it. I mean, trust me. When you sleep with leg cramps like I do, or like Deb C does, it sucks. It sucks. So I talked about something with you yesterday that I want to talk about again. I didn't have a lot of time, but you need to be ready for this, because you're going to have, there's going to be a problem. How are they going to tell who's vaccinated and who's not? And they're going to start, they're not going to mandate it. They're going to use the honor system. The thing, though, is they're going to ask you if you did, and if you say no, and you don't have a mask on, you're going to go to jail for endangering the public and attempted murder. Watch. Trail riding bandits just ordered the full package, caps and powder. If this works, I will. Awesome trail riding bandit. Make sure you follow the instructions. If you have the powder, we can't add a lot of stuff to it. You have it hot so the taste isn't bad. It tastes really salty. Wet. If it's cold, man, you may not be able to do it. If you gag real easy, you may not be able to do it. But you need to get it down. Get it down. The powder once at night, 15 minutes before you go to bed, once in the morning, then the capsules throughout the day. Susan Sawyer says, putting in hot water heater. Congratulations, Sean, on a successful product. Thank you. Tammy Crumbs, I have 3 autoimmune diseases, but off all chemical medicine. She takes no pharma, living, not just staying alive. And when did it start doing? She takes spasm free, and it helps her. So, Deb, see, I hope it works for you. It doesn't work for everyone. It doesn't work for everyone. Deb C is like, I don't care what it costs. I've got to have it. It'll change your life. I guarantee it. Just follow the instructions. You got to follow the instructions. You know, me, I'd rather put up with a bad taste than to put up with those Charlie horses. I mean, that was like hell. 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 Me respond to this guy. Hold on. Um, yeah, Trail Riding Man says, we have tried so many different things, all natural doctors, almost 2.5 years out. This is going to be the end of all that. This is going to work for your Trail Riding Band. It's going to work, and you're going to be released. I mean, all I can say is there's nothing like being able to lay down and not be afraid of getting a Charlie horse. You know, being able to point my feet. I can stretch all the way out and not get Charlie horses in my ribs. I can point my toes when I stretch and not get Charlie horses in my calf. I couldn't do that before. Craziness. To be able to stretch, you need to stretch. Just to be able to totally like a cat. But some people can't. I mean, I couldn't before. I was so knotted up. So we're going to flood your body with oxygen. 7 molecules of oxygen, 5 molecules of hydrogen. We're going to supercharge it. We got a delivery system. We're going to put glycine, magnesium glycinate. It's going to ride that oxygen right into your muscles, and it's going to cause it to relax. You're going to sleep better tonight than you ever have if you just got it. I mean, what can you do? What can you do, right? So we talked about many things, and focus on God's word. Remember, we're not dealing with the letter. We're dealing with the spirit that's behind the letter. That's the person who wrote it. When you won't be able to buy, sell, or trade, that's the letter. The spirit is you won't be able to survive. You won't be able to survive. It's coming. It's coming. All right, folks. Thanks so much for joining me tonight. And I hope you get relief from your ills, your pain. I hope you try spasm free. Depsy, I hope you are able to try it, because I know what you are going through, because I went through that too, and not anymore. I mean, if I stay in bed longer, because the spasm free will last 5.5 to 6 hours. If I stay in bed longer than that, I'll get one. It's literally like a timer. Trail riding band, I like the pink Himalayan salt. Wait till you try this. It's going to be better. It'll do it. It may not taste as good, but it's better. You're going to be free. Yeah, Buccaneerian, you can get it in Canada. It's set up for Canada. Yeah. Yeah. You should try it again. It may have been turned off before when we were trying to get it set up. But yeah, you can do that. Yeah, go down. Don't let that hold you back. Last time I saw, let's see. Buccaneerian, give me your zip code. Give me your zip code. I need a Canadian zip code. Thank you, Abby Cat. Yeah. Yeah, trail riding band. I mean, I don't even use white salt. The only salt I use is Himalayan salt now. I mean, I can't even, you tried, it didn't work. Oh, let me see what I can do with that. Hold on. Here, Buccaneerian, I'm checking it out right now. Hold on. I'm seeing if there's something wrong. Hold on, let me look. Yeah, Canada is on. 13 provinces. It's on. It says you should be able to do it. Hold on, let me do something really quick. Thank you. We talk about the cube at the end of Revelation. Do you realize that the mosque, the Allah Mosque, has been burned, right? And do you realize that it is a cube? It's a cube. And do you realize that the entire earth is focused on Israel? The entire earth is focused on Israel. Sin is off the charts. Men, women like women, women like men. Satanism is out in the open, made fun of. Tennis shoes have human blood in them. Politics are crazy. COVID, everything is just insane. insane. Anyway, I hope you try Spasm Free. Go to getspasmfree.com/shop unless you want to check out all the information that's on the site. You can click on home. But thank you, Cynthia Alverson, for putting that in there. And ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for hanging out with me tonight. It's been wonderful. I will see